dream. I had to see the scene now. It look like cool bread. Now it cost some cool bread. Now it cost a cool whip. Now I'm just like cool whip. Now I'm just like cool kid.
Pocket full of bread, it looks sexy next to panini. Your life look like SpongeBob, your bottom in a bikini.
And we on the scenic, and we rising like a phoenix. And we come out the Atlantic, watch you sink like the Titanic. I'm the one, come and do something for me. I'm the one, come and do something for me. I'm the one, do your thing, no one, and do your thing. Do your thing, no one. I'm the one, come and do something for me. I'm the one, come and do something for me. I'm the one, do your thing, no one, do your thing, do your thing, no one. I'ma do my thing out, let my chain swing out, send a cheek like Shanghai, send a kick like high, yeah.
One straight to the gut, now you know to keep your awareness up. Yeah, you ain't rare as us, I'm a top engine rearing it up. Yeah, I've been holding back, now them haters holding out.
I would never let them hold me back, I'ma need them rings like back to back. I'ma need them rings like Kobe Shaq. For the repeat, for the three-peat, for the four-peat, now you see me like beat, meet me. I'm the one, come and do something for me. I'm the one, come and do something for me. I'm the one, do your thing, no one, and do your thing. Do your thing, no one. I'm the one, come and do something for me. I'm the one, come and do something for me. I'm the one, do your thing, no one, do your thing, do your thing, no one. I'ma need a lot, I'ma need a lot. Then they look and touch the clock. I remember I used to work a 9 to 5 and then I drive. Left that bitch one time and I went the road and ride. What you mean? I love to live my dream. I had to see the scene now. It look like cool bread. Now it cost a cool bread. Now it cost a cool whip. Now I'm just like cool whip. Now I'm just like cool kid.
Pocket full of bread, it looks sexy next to panini. Your life look like SpongeBob, your bottom in a bikini.
And we on the scenic, and we rising like a phoenix. And we come out the Atlantic, watch you sink like the Titanic. I'm the one, come and do something for me. I'm the one, come and do something for me. I'm the one, do your thing, no one, and do your thing. Do your thing, no one. I'm the one, come and do something for me. I'm the one, come and do something for me. I'm the one, do your thing, no one, do your thing, do your thing, no one. I'ma do my thing out, let my chain swing out, send a cheek like Shanghai, send a kick like high, yeah.
One straight to the gut, now you know to keep your awareness up. Yeah, you ain't rare as us, I'm a top engine rearing it up. Yeah, I've been holding back, now them haters holding out.
I would never let them hold me back, I'ma need them rings like back to back. I'ma need them rings like Kobe Shaq. For the repeat, for the three-peat, for the four-peat, now you see me like beat, meet me. I'm the one, come and do something for me. I'm the one, come and do something for me. I'm the one, do your thing, no one, and do your thing. Do your thing, no one. I'm the one, come and do something for me. I'm the one, come and do something for me. I'm the one, do your thing, no one, do your thing, do your thing, no one.
Yo, it's your boy Awesomeisjayell, aka the biggest music artist in the metaverse, and we are live for episode 4 of Beast on Air. Hey, I want to go ahead and take this time, man, to shout out all the guests for coming in today. I really appreciate y'all. We're going to go ahead and get some introduction started. Y'all already know me. I'm Awesomeisjayell. I'm the host of the show. Let's go ahead and kick it on over to my boy, Eric, the producer. What's goody with you, my guy? How you feeling?
What's up, man? I'm doing great. Blessed to be here, man. I appreciate you having me on. I'm super excited to be on here.
Definitely appreciate you pulling up, man. You definitely been putting in work, whole lot of work in the community, man. You definitely one of the first names that came to mind when I created this show. So, yeah, you out here, my guy.
Hell yeah, man.
All right. So let's go ahead and go on over to the homie Mr. Darius. What's good with you, Mr. Darius? How you feeling tonight? I don't know if Mr. Darius tested his mic yet. I'm not sure. Mr. Darius, you there?
Mic check, 1, 2, mic check.
What's goody with you, my guy? How you feeling?
All right, man. I'm on the highway headed to Bitcoin Miami conference, going crazy. Shout out to the family. How y'all doing?
Word. We are doing great. Man. I didn't know you was out there in Miami, man. You out here in the South, man. What's good with you? I'm in Atlanta. Where you originally from, Mr. Darius?
Oh yeah, man. Turn up, man. I'm from Dallas, Texas, man. DTX in the building. Let's go. Sheesh.
Let's get it. Hey man, bust a couple moves. You know what I'm saying? Bust a couple moves out there at Bitcoin Miami. I know it's going up all the way. But let's go ahead and go on over to Jamila from Ethos. What's good with you, Jamila? How you feeling? I know you over at Cannes Festival yourself. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good, family. Yes, I am out here in the south of France representing. It's a beautiful thing. So I'm doing good. I'm here with you, and I am feeling good. So thank you so much for having me tonight.
Definitely. You know, I had to invite you on. You definitely one of the OG homies out here in the street that I ran into within Web3 and Twitter Spaces and all that. Y'all know how I go. Definitely had to invite you on. But I don't know if y'all been watching the show, but we like to do this thing at the beginning called a heartbreaker. They named it Heartbreaker, right? Because it's a hard decision. All right, so let's go ahead and get it started, man. Without further ado, the Heartbreaker. Top 5, dead or alive. You could pick any genre of music. So Eric, you are first. Hold on. Let me go first. All right. So Jay-Z. All right, hold on. Wrong order. Michael Jackson, Jay-Z, Kanye West, Andre 3000, and Scarface. That's my top 5, dead or alive, all genres. What's good with you, Eric? What you got, bro? What you got?
Was that 5 to 1 or 1 to 5?
What do you mean? Oh, that was 1 to 5.
1 to 5. Okay.
Yeah, that was 1.
All right. Ooh, man, that's really hard. I got to go in no particular order. I got Tribe Called Quest. Let's see. That's everywhere. Oh man, Al Green. You know, it's controversial, but Drake's in there. But man, who are the other two? See, thinking of them on the spot, that's hard. I never have like a good list, but let's see. Ooh, John Legend. Man, his voice is legendary, bro. And Kendrick. I don't know why I didn't say that first.
That's why we call it a heartbreaker, man. That's why we call it a heartbreaker. It's like, man, it's so many choices you can choose. It's so many other names, man. But excuse me. But the way I kind of do it is I kind of come off the brain with, because when you just say 5 names off your head, it's kind of like, usually it's the people that influence you the most. You know what I'm saying? That's why I chose to do it like that. But yeah, that's fire. That's a fire top 5. All right, Mr. Darius, it's your turn for the heartbreaker, man. Who you got? Top 5, dead or alive, any genre?
Yo, mic check, 1, 2. Y'all hear me?
Yeah. You good?
Oh man, this is a tough one, yo, because like you said, man, it's Russian roulette with that one. You know what I'm saying? Earth roulette, I guess, universal roulette. I gotta definitely throw some females in there too, man. So I'm gonna start with Tony Jones. Man, if y'all not familiar with Tony Jones, sheesh, man, she's fire, bro. She got the Birthmark album. Peep that ASAP. I'm gonna go with the homie Russ. Y'all know Russ crazy with it, man. Let's go with Russ. I'm definitely gonna go with the homie Drizzy as well. Let's throw him in there. Let's go with MJ as well. Man, we got one more. That's a tough one, man. That's a tough one. Yeah, I'm gonna put Black Star in there, man. Talib Kweli and Mos Def, man. Let's go with that.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay, that was fire. I like that. It was lit, man. See, the reason why we got to do it like that, man, because it makes it exciting. It makes it exciting. If you give people too many curriculums, they're gonna end up, everybody gonna have the same list. You know what I'm saying? So you got to mix it up. You definitely got to mix it up, man. So look, one of the first topics we're gonna touch on today is, let's talk about AI, man. Let's talk about AI. Let's talk about what AI music is doing right now, like the positives, the negatives, everything, man. So so first of all, the first question I want to ask, do you guys use AI any when it comes to music? Or have you guys tried anything with AI music?
Yeah, I'm huge on ChatGPT. I'm using that all the time. I actually, the first exclusive license agreement I ever made came, like, the basis template came from ChatGPT. Like, that thing is powerful, bro. So powerful. And I looked up, got a little business idea. You'll find out in the future, but I looked up like a recipe. I was like, give me the Chick-fil-A recipe, man. That thing just came out 10 seconds.
Oh, wow. Really?
Yeah. It was crazy. It's crazy. AI, and it's so, people don't understand how useful it is, and it's crazy now seeing like colleges and high schools being like, you can't use AI or anything, like how fast it's progressing, it's advancing, and it's being used everywhere.
Exactly, man. Exactly. I love how you touched on it, man. Agreements, contract, man. I done wrote up several contracts, man, with ChatGPT, man. Keeping it 100, man, and they come out flawless. Like, of course, you got to go in and customize how you want it to be, but to get that template set up and keep it moving, bro. Like, I'm able to do things I wasn't even able to do, because like when you get ready, let's say you starting a business, right? You just talking about you working on something, right? When you starting a business, it's certain like particular details and particular things that can hold you up and push you back like 6 months. Like, it can put you back like 6 months to a year just starting a business, right? But you get on ChatGPT, you like, oh man, I'm up and running this time. Get it, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, shout out to ChatGPT, man. I'm not gonna lie to you, I use it every single day, bro. It's like, it's like lifting weights to me now. It's like, I gotta get my reps in. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I feel about ChatGPT. Hey, let's go ahead and swing on over to my guy, Mr. Darius. Mr. Darius, man. How is AI? How are you using AI nowadays, if any at all? When it comes to music or just in general?
I love how we all jumped into this, you know what I'm saying, with the open-mindedness, you know what I'm saying? Because, most people, they'll go in from that other angle, you know what I'm saying? But you're going to see it for its usefulness, you know what I'm saying, for the resources with advancements in technology, you know what I'm saying? So when it comes to, like, AI, like, shit, you can check out, like, the mastering services with AI are fucking top-notch, fam. Like, that's on some other shit. Just push a button. And you like, damn, it didn't, cut out 90% of your work. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Another thing is, with your artwork, it can give you something, a nice template based on your idea, and you can build around that. You know what I'm saying? As far as cover art or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Visuals. So yeah, man, that's pretty much all I've dabbled with that, for real. Yeah, man. Peace. I'm loving the AI. And actually, we should call it, you know what I'm saying? They call it artificial intelligence. Let's call it augmented intelligence, you know what I'm saying? Because it's actually coming from us, you know what I'm saying? So let's go with that.
Oh, I like that. I like that.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. Yo, he said augmented intelligence. Yo, that's fire. You right, bro, because that's how I look at it, right? So I don't even like, and I'm glad you brought that up, Mr. Darius. Like, you were saying, like, usually, how you've been seeing from your experience, people will go the other way with it. Well, the thing with me is I don't even know what the other way is. Like, soon as I seen it, I ran towards it. I was like, yo, I'm trying to figure out what this is. I'm trying to figure out what it do, this, and that. Because this is the thing, right? As far as myself, I'm like, I deem myself, I call myself the DIY pioneer, right? I was DIY, period. Like, mixing, mastering, engineer, recording, anything I could do, design, graphic design, anything. I was DIY everything. I was one of them kids that was on YouTube when it first started popping off. And I was like, yo, I'm finna learn how to produce. I'm finna learn how to sing, mix, I'm finna learn everything, right? So I used that as a resource in the tool, right? The same way when AI came out, you know what I'm saying? So, like, when I seen this, all I seen was the opportunity to make my workload way more easier, right? Now I don't have to go through so many steps to create, because we're creators. We want to create, you know what I'm saying? We want to be able to not only be able to churn out a product fast, but also we want to be able to maintain a level of quality too. You see what I'm saying? So we don't want to just pump it out, and then it's trash. But if you got something that can speed it up and at the same time is efficient too and give you that quality, like, why not? You know what I'm saying? It's right now, in my opinion, it's like a gold rush right now, when it comes to AI technology. So but yeah, like, man, it's getting crazy, man. Oh yeah, so one thing I've been really looking for, right? This is the next wave, right? The AI video, the AI music videos. Yeah,
Man, I've been seeing so many people using that shit. I see it, and it's like I don't know what they're using, but man, I gotta try that. I really gotta try that.
Man, I gotta drop a little alpha, so I'm dropping a video tomorrow. I'm dropping a 25-second music video tomorrow.
I saw that tweet. I said, what is my man doing?
I'm gonna drop a 25-second music video, right? I shot it all today, literally, right? It's so fire. What I use to edit it is not even actually, it's not AI, but whatever the app they have for it, and I'll let y'all know behind the scenes. I can't spill all the sauce, you know what I'm saying? But the app, it has AI like features, but they're not calling it AI though. And I'm like, oh, I guess if you know type vibe, you know what I mean? So I got that dropping tomorrow. But yeah, that is really what I'm looking for next. With this app, I kind of pieced it together because I already know how to edit video. You know what I'm saying? So I can take, and that's the beautiful thing about it too now, right? So if you were a DIY type person, right, and you were learning all these different skills, right? So AI comes in and it allows you to experiment with all the skills you already have, right? So like I could take multiple AI video apps and put them together, like export and then put them together and then come up with something completely new because I know how to edit video, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What you about to say, Eric?
Oh man, I've seen a video of editors like editing videos, like vlogs or some for YouTube, and you know how it takes hours to edit those things. Man, there was an AI plugin. They click one button within like 5 minutes, whole thing's edited. It did all of it, like chopping the audio, chopping the clips. It was crazy. But it's like the fact that it knows where to chop, where to cut the sound, where to cut the video. It's crazy. And it doesn't make sense, but it's wonderful to me, man. It's amazing. It's blowing my mind.
Yeah, it definitely is.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's a beautiful thing, man. Exciting times to be alive. Like, one thing that people are definitely looking for, man, from the production side and from the performance angle are more AI preset vocals. That's taking shit to the next level, fam. Like, you can just say some shit and you sound phenomenal. It's amazing. You know what I'm saying? So like you said, we can just, the creativity came from you, unless, you know what I'm saying, hey, you jumped into some chat GPT or whatever, however you did it, it still came from you because it was augmented from your action. The AI didn't do it itself. You spoke it or you pushed the button, you know what I'm saying? So it's beautiful, man. I'm really loving this shit, man. Let's go.
Yeah, exactly. And you know how I like to describe it? I was actually talking to my wife one day, right? And we were both just talking about the idea of AI and what it's actually doing, right? And you just said that it needs a prompt or it needs a command, right? And I started talking about me and my wife was talking about how in the new age, right? In this new age, it's all about commanding your reality rather than letting your reality command you. So we're on the other end. Instead of us being on the other end being told what to do, we're actually issuing out the commands for something else, for our actual reality, the reality that we actually want.
Absolutely. You just took it to another level. Absolutely. That was a spiritual level right there, man. Let's go with it.
I didn't even think about it like that. That's like, and what Darius was saying, like we're the one telling it what to do, and it just kind of expands upon that and makes it into something better, bigger, you know. But wow, I didn't.
Yeah, man. Hey, man, I get real deep with
Bars.
it. He said bar. He said bars. Because, man, if you think about it, right? If you really think about it, right? If you let's take out the whole idea that it's something that you're giving commands to, right? You take that out, and then you just look at what's actually happening in reality itself, right? If you Because you can go from the point where, Eric, you just said you got a business, right? You starting up a business, right? You use some AI stuff to get it running, right? Well, think about the actual timeline where you're actually your business is a functioning business out in reality, a physical reality, right? And then you think about it like, okay, I just manifested that. I just commanded my reality to do that right there, instead of me just having to go through all these steps. Like, and somebody actually talked about it too. It's a lot of spiritual teachers out there to talk about it, and they talk about like basically in the golden age, right? The frequency on the planet is rising, right? We in the golden age, and in the golden age, things will be able to manifest faster, and the way it'll be able to manifest faster is through different tools and resources like AI. You know what I'm saying? Right now, AI is, and I'm really looking at it, right? And I'm like, yo, AI is hitting like crypto hit back in like 2017, bro. Like, it's a whole nother rush with it. You know what I mean? Like, it's even infiltrated crypto. Like, you got AI crypto projects. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you got AI crypto projects, man. So they going crazy with it. But look, here's my next question, right? Let's talk about, now that we talked about like the resourcefulness of AI in itself when it comes to music and music artists, right? Let's talk about AI rappers. So, because AI rap is a thing right now, bro. Like, it's definitely a thing. And I've been out here listening, right? And one thing I've noticed, right, is, and I did it a couple times. I actually, like a couple weeks ago, something went viral. It was I guess it was like an AI Drake song or something like that. AI Drake and AI Weekend. I didn't get a chance to listen to that song, but however, I did jump on YouTube and I just typed in like AI. I typed in AI rappers, and just all these songs popped up, like Lil Uzi, Kanye, Drake, all of that stuff. I'm like, okay, let me listen to this, man. And I found out like dudes got whole albums. they got whole discographies out here. Bro,
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
they already out to albums now.
yeah, bro, they got I'm talking about, bro, Drake got albums, Travis got AI Travis Scott. I'm talking about, bro, they got full albums with features from other AI artists, bro. Bro, it's so wild, bro. It's so wild. So, like, with that being said, like, what do you guys think is gonna look like in the next 3 to 4 years with AI rap and AI rappers? And also, like, what do you think about it? Do you think it's going to have any effect on the actual music coming from the actual, rap artist that's not AI?
I could see how it could affect them in a certain way. I don't know how Drizzy felt about his whole AI song going viral, but I know there's so many people talking about, oh, AI is going to take over music now. Like you talking about, they got albums with features from other AI rappers. Like that to me is wild. I've never heard about that. That's just crazy. But I can see how it could affect maybe their career and maybe hurt their feelings a little bit. Like, damn, like somebody's ghostwriting an AI and it's better bars than me, kind of thing. But but it's I haven't listened to it. Now that you say it, after this, I'm definitely going on YouTube. I'm finding them albums and listening to them. But from that one that AI Drake song, I would listen to that. Like, I would put that on my playlist and listen to AI Drake all day. But it's not the same as hearing their human voice with emotion and things like that. Like, it's two completely different things. But I feel like they could collaborate a little bit with that. They could mesh it somehow. But I definitely think that there are pros and cons, to it. But hey, good music is good music to me.
Yeah, facts. I definitely agree. Man, imagine the scenario of, you know how they be talking about Kanye. They be like, man, I like the old Kanye. I don't like the new Kanye. Imagine somebody saying, yo, I like the AI Drake, bro. I don't really like,
That's
like,
crazy.
yo, that's a wild concept, ain't it, Mr. Darius? It's just like, what? Bro, but think about
Yo, go ahead, Austin.
Nah, I was about to say, think about it. Okay, so think about kids being born, and AI Drake is putting out more music than regular Drake. And the kids are listening to AI Drake, and they don't know nothing about the real Drake because it's been so long since he put out music. Then he put out a song, and he'd be like, yo, this real Drake ain't doing it for me. I need the AI Drake, bro. So,
Man, I'd see that point. That's where it's like, okay, this like there's a line and y'all crossing it now.
nah, but the same.
Because you might break it down to like, all right, so you want the organic food, the real food from the seed, or you want this thing that was being created out of a lab, man. It might have some plastic synthetic fibers in it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But when you still think about it, this goes back to that spiritual concept. I mean, there would be no AI Drake without Drake. There would be no AI this or without that. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it would be like a form of flattery. But when it comes to the business, right, we got to think, all right, how many hands in the pot? If I run my own career, I'm going to do just like Grimes did. Yo, 50-50, let's go. You want to use my likeness? It sound like me. It's obviously me. Credit me. That's it. Let's go crazy. That's a collaboration without me even having to, roll over out the bed. I'm on tour. I'm doing some other shit. I'm working with Eric. We dropping a record and my AI killing it. You know what I'm saying? So you got a double, you got a triple, you got a whole entourage that's actually you out there killing it. You know what I'm saying? And you collecting bags. So fuck that shit, man. Where my air horn at, man? Bing, 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 bing. Let's go.
Yo, hey, you're exactly right. You know what? And I'm Mr. Darius. I'm glad you say that because that's the perspective I see it from. Like, I see more bags involved, right? Because I mean, if the artist own the rights to his voice, you know what I'm saying, his likeness, then it's like, yo, if these AI make a hit, then they gotta pay Drake. They gotta pay whoever. It's basically like having an unlimited amount of team. Like, you got an unlimited team. It's uncapped. So out of these millions of people, somebody gonna make one hit. You see what I'm saying? And then you make that one hit, you ride that wave, and then they remix it 100 times, and there you go. That's a bag. You know what I'm saying? And people just
and that don't replace your core team because your core team still putting out the other shit. You know what I'm saying? We still vibing. So yeah, ain't nobody, when they take on that again, man, we go always take it back to the spirituality. When they take on that fear-based, lack-based mindset, that's when the problems happen. But when they start to look at opportunities, the same way we look at AI as opportunities, you know what I'm saying? Shit, bro, the sky is fucking not the limit, bro. It's the galaxy. Like, what else can we do? We can literally create worlds with our fingertips and with our words, bro. Like, we're literally speaking this shit into existence. So this is phenomenal. And it's only getting crazier by the day. Let's go, man.
Yeah, it is, man. I actually follow this one account on Twitter. I forgot the name of it, but it's an AI. It's like an AI Twitter account. It like updates you on all the new AIs coming out, bro. It's like 30 new AIs coming out every day, bro. Like, and they're tweeting it constantly, and I'm like, yo, what is all this stuff? Because Chat GPT actually got plugins now, so you got plugins for the AI.
Damn.
Yeah, bro. Just like how you got plugins in music, right? You got plugins for the AI. Like, they got one for Gmail. You use the plugin for Gmail. When you open your Gmail account, Chat GPT syncs with your Gmail, and it will write emails for you, like directly in your Gmail account. Yeah,
Hold
bro.
on. I might have to give me some plugins real quick. Start sending out some emails.
Yeah, man. All you gotta do is jump in Chrome extension. If you use Chrome, jump in the Chrome extension and just type in AI, and then all kinds of stuff will pop up. You just sync it all up. But But yeah, man, let's actually go ahead and jump into some of you guys' music and jump into like I want to get into you guys' stories today. You know what I'm saying? I want to switch the episode up. I want to start getting into you guys' stories and who you are. So let's go ahead and start with Eric, the producer. All I know, man, is I was in the music space. I've been in the music space at Web3 for a minute, but I was primarily over there on Cardano. You know what I'm saying? So I started expanding. Once I joined a kid called Beast, I started expanding and learning about other ecosystems. And then I ran into Eric, the producer. He was really there at all the hip hop driven Twitter spaces and some of the other Twitter spaces too. And I just kept hearing your name everywhere. Eric the producer, Eric the producer, Eric the producer. I'm like, bro, this dude must got some fire beats. This dude is super fire. So Eric, man, what's good with you? Like, how did you get into Web3? And yeah, just tell me the story about how you come up with your name and how you get into Web3.
Absolutely. So I'll start with the name. It makes it easy. My middle name is Eric, and it's from my cousin who grew up with my dad. Got shot at a Best Buy, and my dad made my middle name as paying homage to him. And I feel like I made it my persona, just to live on that legacy, keep his name alive. And but I used to be Eric the producer, but I think I'm gonna stick to Eric, just Eric, because my tag. It's like a little record scratch. You got Eric, you know what I'm saying? And but that's where the name came from. But when it came to Web3, man, it's all my dad. It's all my dad. He's always been supportive of my music career. And last summer he hit me up. He's like, "Hey, you heard of Web3? You heard of Twitter Spaces?" I was like, I don't even have Twitter. And he was like, "All right, we'll make an account. Get in here." First person I met, Crypto Casually. Man, it was. You know of him? I'm sure you.
Oh
know.
yeah. I definitely know Crypto Casually. Shout out to Crypto Casually, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I definitely know him.
Yeah, so he was the first artist that I ever linked up with, and that's kind of when I knew. I was like, this is the place to do this. This is the place. It's like the community building was crazy. It's fast, it's strong, and since last summer, dude, man, it's been crazy for me, man. I've been doing, tracks left and right with just amazing people, hearing some amazing voices, amazing bars. Oh my gosh, but I don't know where I'd be without Web3. I can't lie to you. I'd still be on Web2 trying to get my TikTok to be a little bigger on my Instagram or something. But man, it's not about growing that. It's about building the community and building together. The more people and it takes a village to raise a child, but it's a beautiful place, man. And I'm glad I got into it. I'm glad my dad's got put on that alpha, and here we are today.
Definitely. That's fire. That's super fire. So let me ask you this. So how was it for you in Web 2? I heard you saying like if you were still in Web 2, you probably try to get your TikTok bigger and stuff like that. How was your success in Web 2, and how do you feel about Web 2? Did you like it, or were you like this is tedious, and were you doing as many collaborations?
Oh, no, not at all. Cause I never had any collaboration. I actually had a neighbor across the hall. We'd make music all the time, and that was the extent of it. And then as soon as I got in Web3, first week I was in there, that's when I linked up with Crypto. Then he got me linked up with Syph Got Bars. It just went on from there. But when it comes to, man, Web2 is dodgy. It's dodgy as hell. Cause there will be 1 minute where it's like, you got to grow your social media in Web2 because that's how you get your exposure. That's how you get A&Rs, labels, things like that. You can call labels, you can show up to them with a disc, but it's not going to do nothing for you. You got to have that. You got to build your brand. You got to make it look good. You got to have an aesthetic, things like that. So it is tedious, but it works for some people. But for me personally, Web3 is the way to go. It is. Web2 has its perks. But it's just a lot of social media, and I'm not the biggest fan of social media. If I didn't need it, I wouldn't have it. But we got to have it. We got to stay connected with each other. But that's what I like about Web3. It kind of brings the social media aspect out of it. It's more we're in a space talking real time, around the globe, and it's wonderful people. And you ain't got to go fly across the world to talk to them. You know, you don't have to wait for the response from a message on Instagram. We talking, you know. Yeah.
Yeah, nah, I agree. I definitely agree. Hey, and I agree with your sentiment about not having any collaborations and features. I was the same way, bro. Like, I had no features. I had 3 full albums out with no features, bro. Like, literally no features. And like you said, yeah, collaborations was just weird. It was like the first thing you like, it was just inorganic and weird because it's like, the first thing, it's like, do you talk about paperwork before you make a song? Like, what do you do? Like how we gonna split these royalties? How we gonna, like, it was just weird, man. The whole vibe was off. So I definitely agree with you on that, man. Yeah, so let's go ahead and go on over to Mr. Darius. Mr. Darius, so same question for you. Like, how did you jump into Web3? How was it like coming from Web2?
Yo, I was just laughing at what y'all was just saying, though. Yo, let's talk about this paperwork real quick. That's hilarious, man. Man, Web3, man. Yo, I started with the whole, like, y'all remember the Matrix movement when they was dropping their NFTs? I was in that wave, man.
The Matrix movement? What's that? Expand on that. What is that?
Well, the Matrix, like the actual film, you know what I'm saying? Fishburne, Neo, you know what I'm saying? They had a NFT collection with Nifties. And yeah, the whole site crashed and all that. I grabbed a few of them things. And that was like the beginning of my NFT journey. I grabbed some T-Lanes, NFTs, you know what I'm saying? I was grabbing everything. This is when the bull was starting to pop off. So we was just grabbing, you know, I got my apocalyptic apes, you know, I grabbed all kind of shit, you know what I'm saying? So, and I'm still holding a lot of those for sure. As far as the music, that's funny how Eric's story began, because that's how that's similar to Violetta's story. Her mother actually put her on to the Web3 music and MTC. So shout out to Violetta for that. And by the way, one of the tracks I sent you, Awesome, is on one of Eric's beats, because it's full circle. Kaz sent me the beat from you and was like, yo, I need some bars on this ASAP. Just randomly out of the blue, bro. And it got that Eric tag on it. And I'm like, what the fuck is it? Nah, just send me some bars ASAP. So, bro, I don't even know if you even heard this shit, Eric. It's called
That's so wild. That's wild, bro.
Yeah, so it's supposed to be like 5 MCs on it, and I know I went on. I ain't heard nobody else yet. So yeah, but you tell them you want that out ASAP. But anyway, well, I started getting into these open mic spaces, man, on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? And everybody's just in their vibe and sharing their shit, spoken word, beats, rap, you know, lyrics, ideas for songs. And I ended up in a hoo-hoo space with the hoo-hoo collection with Illa the producer. And that lended to me winning one of those open mics. And Illa hit me up randomly in about 3 weeks, was like, yo, what's your wallet address? And he just shot me the hoo-hoo, because that's what you win when you win one of the open mics. You win a beat, you know what I'm saying? And Illa was always talking to me about my sound. He says I have a particular sound with my voice, and he wanted to cater a specific beat for me. And he selected that lit beat on the lit track. And as soon as I heard it, I just heard it, man. I just walked around the house, did my shit, you know what I'm saying? I didn't even, like a couple days later, I sat back in front of it, and the flows just came out of me. You know what I'm saying? That's usually how it works. When it's natural, man, and you ready, you know, get out the way. I started like coming up with the pockets in my head, but then by the time I sat back in front of it, the words were there. You know what I'm saying? So, boom, full circle. And we didn't even meet. That was straight Web3 spaces, internet. We transfer emails, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? We finally met at Miami NFT Week. That happened like a month or two ago. So full circle with all this shit, man. It's all because of Web3, fam.
That is wild, bro. That's wild. That is a strong connect, bro, for you. I see. I had no idea. See, I knew you knew. I know that you knew Illa, but I didn't know how. You know what I'm saying? I just knew you was doing tracks with him, and I was like, oh, this must be his artist. You know, like I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I guess that's how people look at it. Like if they don't know the story and what's going on, you know what I'm saying? I would imagine you guys are pretty tight knit now. You know what I'm saying?
We locked in, and It's the very first one that was released on the blockchain from the Hoo Hoo collection. There was another artist, but they decided to go the Web 2 route. You know what I'm saying? And Ill always said, yo, this was kind of like, you know, my dream when I started this shit, like to just hop in these spaces and find new talent and just create shit, man, because this is the time to do that. With all this fucking technology, let's fucking go. So yeah, we excited, bro.
Yeah, definitely. Bro, which track is the first track that you made with Illa? Or
all right, it's called Lit. Illa the producer, Mr. Darius Lit. And yeah, we minted that out. It's 420 items. Go figure, right? 420 lit.
Oh, that's so it's the song with the fire emoji then, huh?
Oh, it's got a fire emoji in the title?
Nah, I don't know. I'm looking for it now. Hold on.
Yeah, Eric, you will like this shit if you never heard it, fam.
Let me see. That's interesting. Now, oh, okay, lit. I actually got to convert the file. I actually got to convert it.
Mic check.
Yeah. I'm here. Can you hear me, Mr. Darius?
Yeah, we good.
Okay, cool. Now, I actually got to convert your file because you sent me the wave. So I'm actually about to convert that. But in the meantime, we finna get into some of Eric. Eric got some tracks. He got some tracks we want to pull up. I'm finna pull up real quick while I'm converting your file. So Eric, you know, we finna jump into some of these tracks, man. Some of these instrumentals you got popping off.
Hell yeah, man.
All right.
Yeah. I went with some more like chill, laid back vibes. There are a couple house beats in there. I definitely got some hard stuff in the vault. So if you're looking for that, I'll shoot that over real quick. But the most recent one I sent is more of like the trap vibe.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. That's fire. So what got you into producing, Eric?
Oh man. that's a funny story. So what got me into producing and actually making beats, I was a sophomore in high school and might have been freshman actually. And it was me and my homie in history class. There was like two classrooms and there was a divider wall that slid open and we would just go through the wall, close it, go to the other room, and just there was this website called Soundtrap, which is from SoundCloud. It's just like a free little service and you can make beats on there. They got loops, you know, you can put your own sounds in there. So we started making beats on those during class and man, it was the beginning. Let's just say that. And one of the first beats I made is actually my dad's favorite beat called Mamba. It's on my SoundCloud, very first beat I posted. And then I got a piece of equipment. I got this MPC, an MPD 218, and it came with Ableton Live Lite. Started using those 8 tracks and making some stuff. And that's where it all started, man. I figured out how to make a tag and put that on there. And then I finally got FL Studio and it's just been a wrap since then. You know, finally, like I found that passion and it's never ending, bro.
Nah, that's fire, man. That's definitely fire. So have you ever thought about rapping before or have you ever tried or?
Oh yeah.
Like, how do you feel about that? Would you ever make a music album or?
Oh, definitely, 100%.
Okay, because I was about to say I seen you live the other day. It sounded like you was making a song.
Yeah, I was doing a little something, different because it was Mother's Day. It was a little special occasion.
Oh,
switching up a little bit, but yeah, I love writing, bro, because it's like therapy.
Okay, yeah, that's dope. That's super dope. Okay, so I got this record converted. Okay, I got this pulled up. Okay, so boom. Which record you want me to play first? We got Wetter, we got Stream House, we got A+ EC, and House. I guess that's the house music song.
Let's start off with man, what's the first one? Oh, Wetter. Yeah, let's hit it with that.
Okay, boom. Let's see what we got. Let's see.
Get you jumping.
That joint was fire. That joint was lit.
Thank
Yeah,
you, sir.
that was a banger. That was definitely a banger.
That is the beat. First Web 2 placement I ever got with a Denver local artist. And oh man, he slid on that. It's called Slide. And he man, it's crazy. It's crazy. I'll play that for y'all someday.
Okay, that's dope, man. That joint was fire. That was a banger. Okay, so I got Illa X Mr. Darius. I got that pulled up real quick. All right, Mr. Darius, tell us about this record before we get into it. This the one with you and Illa the producer. I know you got multiple, but this is lit. If you there, Mr. Darius. He might be having some technical difficulties. And that in case he is, we're just gonna go ahead and play the song. All right, so this is called Lit. This is produced by Illa the producer, and this is Mr. Darius on the track. Let's get it.
Yo, Illa. They done fucked up now, they know that. You know you done fucked up now, right? Lit again, hoes on the floor with the heat again. Bomb with the Illa, make a million. Drop with the coupe, yeah, we is them. Lit again, racks in the back with the heat again. Mine, she's sweeter than the cinnamon. Where with the money that's a synonym. Lit again, break a friend, what you know about the drop, yeah, she feeling him. She's spinning on the tie like a ceiling fan. Yeah, off at the top with a ceiling in. Yeah, what is it take to not become the boss? Invest in yourself, now them heaters go cost. Your diamonds on blink, how that sun hit the cross. They ain't get it then, now they notice that loss. Money long like the blockchain. Peace of mind is the Cobain. She blow the shine, that's a low gain. All heat, no propane. Top off with a headline. Ball hard up the foul line. World star with your girl dime. Get a rocks off in the moonshine. Lit again. Hoes on the floor with the heat again. Bomb with the Illa, make a million. Drop with the coupe, yeah, we is them. Lit again. Racks in the back with the heat again. Mine, she's sweeter than the cinnamon. Where with the money that's a synonym. Lit again. The darkest we enter. Yeah, we no beginners. Headshot to my AI. But this shit ain't lenser. Who's thinking for winter? Influence like gender. Your pockets on splinter. Got that body of winter. Highlights, let it dim some. Farrakhan on the air one. More life, come and get some. Ball hard like an Elon. Shopping streets for the airtime. First class on a recline. Top shelf, never decline. Lit again with a rewind. Lit again. Hoes on the floor with the heat again. Bomb with the Illa, make a million. Drop with the coupe, yeah, we is them. Lit again. Racks in the back with the heat again. Mine, she's sweeter than the cinnamon. Where with the money that's a synonym. Lit again. But they want the credit, the gas on the lady. Unless it's a sadist, the diamonds on crazy asylum. Your lady, we're back at the island. I'm making a baby, she trap out the fitty like whopping spaghetti. I said if you ready, then you should come get it. They lit at the telly, Bacardi, confetti. Don't hit up the set if you ain't got the chitty, my baby girl. Lit again. Hoes on the floor with the heat again. Bomb with the Illa, make a millions. Drop with the coupe, yeah, we is them. Lit again. Racks in the back with the heat again. Mine, she's sweeter than the cinnamon. Where with the money that's a synonym. Lit again. Hoes on the floor with the heat again. Bomb with the Illa, make a million. Drop with the coupe, yeah, we is them. Lit again. Racks in the back with the heat again. Mine, she's sweeter than the cinnamon. Where with the money that's a synonym. Lit again.
See, as you can see, the more you fuck around, the more you're gonna find out. And also, if you stay on here and you never fuck around, you'll never find out.
Yo, you had to put that in there. Yeah, that was a fire outro.
Yeah, man. Yo, when I sent that shit to Illa, it had that in it. So he left that shit in there. I was like, yo, this shit just sounds so perfect, fam. I'm not taking this out of here.
Yo, it's so funny because that actual guy is actually putting out an NFT project too. He was in the space the other day. So that's wild.
Damn, my mic cutting out. I can't hear shit.
Oh, word. You good. But look, we got Jamila back in the house. Jamila, you there?
I am there, family. How we feeling? I'm sorry I'm dropping in and dropping out, but I'm here. That was dope. I missed the whole jam there. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that was Mr. Darius. That was Mr. Darius with Illa the producer. He produced that track called Lit. That joint was fire. No pun intended.
That was fire. And I like the flow. The flow was it was authentic. It had some grit. It had some dirtiness to it, but it was audible. You can feel it. It wasn't too over produced where you're like, what is that? Is that just a whole, what is that thing they use awesome to
That
make your
auto
voice sound?
Oh,
What is it?
auto
that
tune.
auto tune.
A lot of people doing that because they know they don't know how to do the work. So I'm like, okay, let's just put down the auto tune. Let me hear your voice. Strip it down, and that was beautiful. High five, uh, hand clap, Mr. Darius, and
Appreciate
yeah, Illa's doing some big things. I've always seen him doing big things in the space. So you're with good people.
appreciate you, Jamila. Can y'all hear me? Mic check 1 2.
Yep, you back. You good, Darius?
All right, man. Yeah, that was. Did y'all hear that third verse?
Yeah, we heard it. You went in. You went crazy. You went crazy on the third verse, bro. You ain't even breathe the whole verse.
This is how we like to make music, you know what I'm saying? And this is what people are telling me, because I love to hear the feedback. Like Chantel was like, yo, this is like a movie, fam. Because like everything is different. You're hitting different pockets, and it makes it very interesting. It's not a boring track. And I'm like, that's exactly what I wanted to go for. Because, you hear stuff, you like, all right, that was monotonous. You know what I mean? It's the same. Nah, man, like, yo, we got to have fun. So I was having fun with this track. You know what I'm saying? Beat that thing up. Go crazy. Sheesh. So Eric, when you hear the one that I did for you, man, it's the same shit. I'm going crazy on that shit, man.
No doubt, no doubt.
Definitely, bro. Yeah, man. Hey, it's interesting you brought that up. I was actually thinking about the same thing here recently. I was really like throwing it back to artists like Ludacris, like back when like rappers use their voices more, like experimented with vocal inflections and things of that nature, like, and that's like what I'm aiming to do with my music now. I'm like, man, because I remember when I first started rapping, they actually told me I sounded like Ludacris. So it's it's funny. So I kind of brought that back. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go with it. I'm gonna like ride the animation, be more animated, in music. Busta Rhymes is good with that too. Busta Rhymes goes crazy with that. There's a lot of artists that go crazy with it, but I think we definitely need more of it. So, Jamila. So we got Jamila back in the building. She out there in Paris, France. So Jamila, you missed a couple things. But I will throw this question back. I'm gonna go ahead and throw this question back to you. AI. We've been talking
Ooh.
about
Talk about it. Say it. Talk about it. Awesome.
yeah. We was talking about AI. And we was talking about different, productive ways to use AI. And then we didn't really talk about counterproductivity because there really is none, to be honest. But what is a sentiment you've been picking up out there where you are? I mean, not in Paris, France, but just in your vicinity, your network. What are people saying about AI when it comes to creating music and just the creative process in general?
Yeah, that's so good that you say that, because I think some people don't want to go there. You think of the strikes that's happening right now in Hollywood is over this concept of how do we protect our intellectual property? How do we benefit from the industry? So I always want to be, careful how I address it, because I know it's near and dear to people that they have some intellectual, autonomy. But I do think you have to understand, just like, like the buggy. I mean, we weren't back in the day, we ain't that old, but they had a buggy at one point. We didn't have Teslas, we didn't have cars, we had freaking buggies. Okay. And then they optimized the buggy, and then we got a little, we got engines. And then so you had to train new people to do new things in new ways to get similar results, right? And so I think that's what we're seeing right now. It's an evolution of technology. It's the next stage of where music entertainment is going. And we have to go there. I've had a good sentiment from people that so long as they have their intellectual property, protected, and they get royalties, they get some type of incentive for someone leveraging their image and likeness, they seem open to it. But then there's also a camp that's a little hesitant just because they don't understand what the benefit is for them. So I think if we start educating people and understand what the technology means from a business standpoint, not just a creative standpoint, then people might say, okay, maybe I can leverage this. But I think it's going to take education. It's also going to take people like you, pioneers. I know, Awesome, you a pioneer. You're a pioneer family. Darius and Mr. Eric, I know we all pioneers here. And so I think it takes pioneers to say, hey, let me show you a proof of concept of how this can work. And let me actually let it work. And if we can do that time and time and again, I think we'll bring people around to this understanding that you can't, it's just like tech, it's like code. It's like blockchain. You can't stop code. You can't stop code. They could try to SEC block this, block. You can't stop code. I'm sorry. You know what you're going to do with GitHub. You're going to block GitHub because it's all out there, the code, the technology. So what we have to do is leverage it. And so that's my thing. I think creators are interested. They're saying, hey, if I can monetize my image and likeness, shoot, let me tap in. So we're going to tap in. Well, we ain't going to tiptoe, but we're going to tap in, because at the end of the day, if we trying to tap in 2 years down the line or 3 years down the line, we miss the boat. So we don't want that. We want our creators empowered by the technology, not customers. Okay, so y'all going to be owners and operators of the emerging tech. That's what we here to do at Ethos. That's what we here to do.
That's great. I love it. I love it. I love it. I really just came up with an idea, right? Because we talk about AI and stuff right there, right? We talk about AI music and AI rap, and I'm gonna throw one out there. I'm gonna throw one freebie out there that you can do, right? Everybody's using AI, right? They're using AI for rap songs. They're using the AI rappers. So what happens when you AI your own voice and start doing covers of other rap artists that are big rap artists? So if I make an AI of my voice, Awesomeisjayell's voice, and I'm doing covers of Kanye West and Lil Uzi Vert, all these different songs, what happens then?
Now you done messed up the whole flow, Awesome. You messed up the whole flow. You just came in there like a tsunami, tornado. Now slow down. We're just trying to get step one.
I'm just saying reverse engineer it. Why not? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I guess I might have to just do that. I might just have to do that. I mean, you can put out music faster than, like, you don't even need, you just put your voice on everything. Like, copy paste, and you got millions of songs out there. That's just but I mean, these are concepts and stuff we got to talk about, because the Pandora's box already open now. You know what I'm saying? Somebody's gonna do it. It's gonna happen. Like, these are different things that are gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? It's just talking about it before it happens, really.
Wow.
But yeah, Jamila, I love what you said. I definitely love what you said. But it's definitely gonna take, like you said, the pioneers to grab it and run with it first. And man, I was having a conversation the other day, and they were saying it's always the people that see it happening and they don't want to embrace it. They want to be in fear of it. And then 2 years later, when it becomes mainstream, then they want to say, oh, I want to do it now too. But then it's too late. You don't get to capitalize. Like, you can't capitalize off what's going on if you don't jump. That's the thing about it. You know what I mean? Even crypto, anything that comes along, is always going to be, some dark side to it, right? It's always going to be some dark side, but it's up to you to choose what side you want to see. You know what I'm saying? So, like, yeah, so it's crazy. It's very interesting. Like, I'm definitely anticipating what's happening, what's going on next. But look, let's go ahead and jump into another track from the homie Eric while we got him here. Formerly known as Eric the producer. Now it's just Eric. So what track you want to play now, Eric?
Let's get some Stream House in here.
Okay, cool. So we about to bump this joint. This is called Stream House. Let's go ahead and get into it. Yeah, so that joint that was by Eric, and that one was actually called Streamhouse, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Streamhouse. So what inspired you to produce that track?
That one, honestly, it was just I took the sample and immediately like just the vibe with the vocals and the ambient synths, like it's just that's like a study beat, you know what I mean? And when it comes to study beats, I like to keep it simple. I like to have things going around your ears, you know, some panning to the right, some panning to the left. So I kept it pretty simple with the percussion and the drums and just kept that house groove. And it's just not, you know, I listen to it in the background. My stepmom loves that, man. She loves those type of joints. And it was really my dad, it was on stream a couple Sundays ago. And that, man, it's just, I really don't have specific inspiration with stuff. It's kind of just how I'm feeling in the moment. And I was feeling like I want to make something you can bop your head to while you studying, you know, writing shit down.
Nah, that's
That
a
was
great inspiration.
Thank you.
awesome. Can we play that? So Eric, you got me on there. You took it to a whole nother place. You took it to a very mature place. So I don't think you know, Awesome, that I grew up singing, but like ad lib, right? Ad lib. Can we play that song again and we can do an ad lib to it?
Okay.
I'm talking about this is how music is created in the atmosphere of authentic voice. Let's try it. Let's do it. Can we try it?
Yeah, we can definitely do it. This is the first.
Do it.
This is the first on Beast on Air, episode 4, unleashing a mind-blowing Web3 music podcast experience. So, I mean, you're living up to the title. So let's
beast mode, y'all. Beast mode.
I'm excited, Jamila.
All right, let's hear it. Hold on, let's get y'all right.
All right, now y'all have to close your eyes because we're gonna get in the vibes. Okay, we're gonna get in the vibes.
Okay, we're going vibes. All vibes with it.
Let's do it.
All right.
Yeah. I've been down that road before. Where are you? Where are you now? I've been there before. We're going downtown. We're going downtown. Back to that thing. I want to be with you. Take me there, yeah. Downtown, where you've been, where you are, where I've been too. It's through you. I see you, you see me. I've been there, you've been with me. I just wanna go downtown. Take me there, take me there, take me there. Yeah. We going downtown. We going downtown. Yeah. Downtown. Take me there, downtown. Yeah. I see you, you see me. I've been there, you've been with me. You know what we're gonna do. We're going down. We're going down, down, down. Yeah, 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 yeah. Going downtown. I'll take you there. Yeah, 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 yeah. Downtown. I see you. You see me. Right here, right now. We going downtown, yeah. We going downtown. We going downtown. Hey, hey, hey. That's a little ad-lib for y'all in Cannes, France, south of France in the Riviera. Eric, beautiful template. This is an homage to you, brother. Love it.
Thank you, man. That was beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, that was great. I felt like I needed to light some candles and turn out the lights. Like that was definitely a vibe. That was a super vibe. As you can see, shout out to Morpheus. Morpheus said that is called catching the vibe. Let's get it. We need it. Can I get some finger snaps? Can I get some finger snaps in the building?
Now, I didn't warm up my voice, y'all. I've been out, had a few drinks, so it will be better next time.
No, you good. No, you good. You good. I would actually love to hear that on the track live. That would be fire, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
That was like, that was the epitome of a vibe. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Holy Benz. He said, so cool. Yeah, they get it. We get it. You know what I'm saying? Yo, shout out to Jamila. Hey, I didn't even know. I had no idea, Eric or Mr. Darius. I didn't know. I did not know. You know what I mean? Yeah. Finger snaps in the building. Let's go.
Go to the cell. I love you, sis. I see you.
So look, we actually got another track from Mr. Darius as well. I just converted another one. I actually just converted another one for my guy. Another one in the building, Mr. Darius. Let me tell you which one I converted. Where we at? I think this one is called Block. Hold on. I gotta get the name. Let me see. Okay, it's called Block-ish. So we got Block-ish by Mr. Darius and Cass. Right, Mr. Darius? Oh no, Mr. Darius might be having some technical difficulties, but we're gonna keep it rocking nonetheless. So this is called Block-ish featuring Cass. So let's go ahead and get into it by Mr. Darius.
Blockchain, block. I say, take a breath, pause. Let me get that beat. Pause.
Look, pause. She all on my dick at the draws. Chain, who breaking the law? The county, it came without claws. My money like bricks off the floor. Yeah, ain't mistaken what's yours. Got either the scan out the doors. Deposits the logic, shit yours. Employ. No matter the majors, the Sonic on Sega. My niggas is greater. The slice of the razor, the swap of the paper. Yeah, she took a look. No captain, no saber. Then she took a lick and swallowed the flavor. The mind of a equator. It bought like a crater. So give me the loot. Nigga ain't got time. Mine on the stacks, so we gon' grind. What you know about that? The glow go shine. I'ma show you how to flippin' in the tea in your rhyme.
I'ma say that the G ain't get it, that's right.
Like a crime pop if you ain't aligned. Erase the sign, record, rewind, space and time. With your whole ass motherfucking face align. Face it, pine, drop it, dimes, crypto, yet what your dollar sign? Go then try, open mind, how to vine, asset lines like an airline. Hydra, gotta stack up the concubines, out my line, tap the wine, go divine, most high, that's the bloodline. Got the liquid to the coastline, but the talk at the block and you define. That's DeFi by design, centralized to the serpentines, that's storylines for the bedtimes, tricky alkaline that'll ease your mind. Block. Bitch. Let's go.
Yo, you see Awesome drinking his water when I said alkaline?
What happened?
Yeah, so the rest of that is just beats for whoever else is gonna go on.
Oh, okay. Shout out to Mr. Darius. And that was you and Cass, right? Or
Yeah,
was that just you?
that was Cass in the beginning with the pause, and then that was me on the flows.
Okay, cool. So let me ask you this question, Mr. Darius. Let me ask you this question. Man, tell me about your voice. Your voice got its own personality, man. Like, I want you to tell me, when was the first time when you noticed that your voice was different from everybody else?
This is coming from Mr. Awesome himself. Yo, man, there was one magical summer day. Nah, actually, it was, right? There was like, I used to do some modeling back in the day, right? And there was a meetup between the models. We were about to do some sort of gig. And I remember us all gathering in a room. We were all in a circle, right? A open, wasn't a round table. It was just a circle of chairs and people sitting in them, staring at each other. And the purpose of that was for us to stand up and introduce ourselves. So this is funny because there was a young lady sitting next to me, and she was full on decked out in like this military uniform, right? Young lady, very attractive, with a military uniform on, and she did her thing, right? So after she was done, it was my go, right? So I stand up, and I don't even know what I said. I guess I just said my name or whatever. But as soon as I spoke, this young lady looked at me like, like what the, I'm sure she heard some drills in her day. Hey, you know what I mean? They wake you up in the morning. She was like, what in the She looked me up and down, and everybody just started laughing. And I'm like, what? I'm just talking. And then I was thinking, I said, I had a flash moment, right? Back to high school English class, right? And our professor, she always mentioned to us whenever we're speaking in front of a class to project our voices, right? With intention, with whatever you're speaking about, there needs to be some sort of belief in it. Otherwise, why speak? Why open your mouth? And obviously that makes sense to me. So there you go, man. The sound is out.
That's lit. That's lit, man. That's lit. That's definitely lit. I like it, man. I know it's some stories behind the voice, man.
A lot of stories.
I know. I already know, bro. I had a similar encounters, bro. Like the same. So people met me in NFT NYC. That's like, bro, you sound like auto-tune. It was like, how do you naturally sound like auto-tune? I'm like, bro, I just been doing music for so long. I'm just on key when I talk. Like I don't know. I'm just on
Speak
key
music,
when
man. We just speak music. Melodies, baby. That's it.
Big facts. It's definitely a thing. But look, we are definitely winding down. We had an hour and 15 minutes. Before we get out of here, I always like to do shout outs before we get up out of here. So first of all, before we get to the shout outs, thank you guys for pulling up to the show. It's episode 4 of Beast on Air. We got a lot of things in store. I'm not gonna drop any alpha or nothing like that, but it's a lot of things in store. This is a real platform. It's a real platform. I just let you know that. So I appreciate y'all coming by, man. I appreciate Jamila dropping the exclusive ad libs onto the track. I did not expect that. You know what I'm saying? That was actually a first on the show.
It was the first. I was the first. That's for you, Awesome, because you family.
I definitely appreciate it. I definitely appreciate that. That was so dope. People loved it. They enjoyed it. So you might want to link up with Eric and get some vocals on that thing. I'm not gonna lie to you. You might want to put them vocals on it. So first, let's go ahead and go over to the homie Eric, formerly known as Eric the producer. What's good with you, Eric? Any shout outs before we get up out of here?
Man, I want to give a shout out to JL, man, hosting this. This is a really cool show. I love being on here. It's been a pleasure. And Jamila, oh my goodness, blessing us with that voice, and they ain't even warmed up yet. Come on, don't play with her. And Darius, man, that voice story, man. that was some man.
Yeah,
But
it's crazy.
I want to give a shout out to my father. You know, put me on the Web3. I would not be here without him. And you know, to my mom for giving birth to me. And it's a pleasure being here, man. Can't wait to come back. Future episodes, hopefully. I'd love to do that. It'd be a pleasure. But yeah.
Definitely, man. You're more than welcome to come back, especially if you have a drop or anything coming up. Yeah, man, just come on through, man. This thing, like, it's like our version of MTV, man. You know what I'm saying? Stop by MTV before you drop a new video or something, roll out the red carpet, the vibes. But let's go ahead and go on over to the homie, Mr. Darius. Mr. Darius, you got any shout outs before we get up out of here?
Yo, special shout out to everybody commenting in the chat section, everybody that's going to view this video later on, as well as us viewing it now. Shout out to my stars in the building, my co-stars, Jamila, Eric, Awesome Jay in the building. Yo, everybody turning up for Web3, music NFTs for the win. And yo, everybody that's just doing out here living life to the fullest, man, and doing what they love, man. Let's fucking go.
Definitely, man. I definitely appreciate you coming to the show. Also, man, say what's up to all the people in Blockchain Miami for me, man. You know what I'm saying? So
yes, sir.
Yeah, you hitting any events tonight?
Yeah, we're about to run over to the SLS. If y'all looking for something to do tonight, SLS going from till 1 a.m. tonight. Then there's an after party at Shots Miami in Wynwood. So yeah, we about to turn up, baby. Let's go crazy.
Yep. Shout out all the homies out there, Blockchain Miami. They out there turning up. Let's get it. But yeah, let's go ahead and rotate on over to Jamila. Jamila, I really appreciate you stopping by tonight and blessing us with the impromptu ad-libs.
You got it, family. I know. I was like, I can't. I mean, that flow was too dope. I was like, we gotta go there. We gotta go there. So you brought me back to my old days when I used to do that with the piano. Someone would play the piano and I would go out and sing and do things like that. But I just you all don't know, Awesome and I go way back here in Web3, and he has just been such an incredible asset to the Web3 community, to ethos, to just making sure creators have a voice, that they have authentic tools to do what they need to do. So I just got to shout out to Awesome because he's been such a great friend, great business partner, great asset to the community, just doing the most. So we love you, family. To Eric, to Darius, y'all, I didn't know y'all came to play. Y'all came to win. Y'all came to kill it. So I'm just so excited to connect with you, and your flow, your vibes are so authentic. Thank you for what you're doing. But this whole environment is beautiful. Awesome. Thank you for always getting the right people, the right vibes, the right energy, so that we all as a community can continue to grow and elevate. So I'm happy to serve, happy to be here, and we winning. And the people out there, you winning. Don't let your creative voice and your power fall down. Even if you gotta keep waiting some tables, driving an Uber, going to that 9-to-5 job you hate, remember what you came to do, and let's win. All right, because the tools, the community is there, and I really believe every creator should have their day to do what they love and make some money, because at the end of the day, this is business, y'all. So all right, so I love you. Awesome. Eric, Darius, the whole family, let's go.
Yeah, big facts, man. You said so much. You said so much that I could touch on. You said so much. You just dropped a lot of gems, Also, major shout out to the people who weren't able to make it to the episode today. They will probably be on next week's episode. So major shout out to Sage Alina, and shout out to Girl, and shout out to, I feel like it was one more person, Hurricane. Shout out to Hurricane. So shout out to them. They actually weren't able to make it to this episode. They had things pop up. You know how the vibes is, man. You know what I mean? So shout out to them. I definitely had them on one of the later episodes, but shout out to them. And also shout out to y'all. And shout out to everybody in the chat. I appreciate all of y'all for pulling up. Shout out to a kid called Void, man. He's always first to pull up in the chat. He always saying first. like every time. So shout out to a kid called Void. I told him I'm gonna have to get him an NFT or something, man, because he always showing up first. Shout out to Holy Ben. Shout out to Morpheus. Shout out to Giselle Ave for pulling up. Shout out to everybody in the chat. We really appreciate y'all. Shout out to Adam Bloom as well. But yeah, with that being said, this is your boy Awesomeisjayell, aka the biggest music artist in the metaverse, and we are signing off for episode 4 of Beast on Air. Peace.